Welcome to the Ladies in Media show, where we celebrate the outstanding journey of women in media. Today, we are going to swing into the life of a wonderful woman. She is a brand promoter, she's an actress, and she is a mother. I call her the Wonder Woman because I believe her journey and her transition has been so marvelous. My name is Margaret Barden. Our question of the day goes, what is the first thing that you would do when you're faced with a challenge? We want to hear your opinion. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you just tuned in, you're watching the Ladies in Media show, where we celebrate the outstanding journey of women in media. My guest today, as I call her, the Superwoman, the Wonder Woman, because her journey I believe, is quite impressive. She's no other than Stella Kekeli Akosua. Hello, Ma.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm very well. You?
I'm fine. I'm so excited to have you here.
Mm.
I've met you, a couple of times at the event.
Okay.
You're always calm,
Yeah.
quiet. You don't really look friendly. Are you not?
Oh.
You're not friendly?
I am friendly. I'm a very shy person, but people don't know I'm shy. So I go out and I'm all straight faced just because I don't know how to, mingle. So I just go and be in my little corner. I'm very friendly. People who know me very well tell you that I'm very friendly. You can approach me anytime. I mean, once you approach me, you see that it's a different person altogether. I just try to, those of us who are very vulnerable, we're always holding onto our guard. So yeah, that's the only reason why you probably see me and you feel it's not okay to talk to me. But once you approach me, I'm friendly.
Wow. Okay. We all know that you're an actress. We'll get into how you got into it. But how did you become a brand promoter? I'm very curious on that.
Okay, so I think this started somewhere around 2005. Still on my journey of becoming an actress. Along the way, I worked with a company that was promoting brands, and so when I met the director, he was like, "Can you get me a couple of ladies to, start promoting this brand?" I said, "Why not?" And that's how the brand promotion started in 2005, 2006. And I've been doing that till I went on a break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But when did you decide to go corporate? Because it looks like now you're a corporate woman. When did that
Yeah.
happen?
Well, I think I went corporate after my kids. I rebranded somehow. And so people don't actually remember me from the past because the brand changed somehow. I love it now than first. I think I'm enjoying it. The corporate world is not just for people who are not in showbiz.
Okay.
It's for everybody. I mean, show business, we are the same people who sell their products for them. So going corporate has been amazing for me. I love the transformation. Yeah.
Being in a corporate world, do you intend to go back to or you're blending the two?
I'm actually blending the two. I'm loving it at the corporate side because now the showbiz or the acting side is a little slow. In my time, it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
Things have changed now. You need to have a lot of features, for producer to even, write a story about you, to,
Wow.
yeah, of course. I mean, these things have been there since. I think at a point I almost gave up on my acting career because of the things I've heard, like you're too skinny, you know. I'm saying this today because I want to encourage someone that, if you have dreams, don't let anybody stop you by telling you that you can't do this because you look like this. No. Acting has nothing to do with, being skinny. It's got, I mean, it doesn't matter. When you look at the Hollywood stars, most of them are actually very skinny. Yeah, but over here, you find it difficult. I've had a producer and a director told me that you're too skinny, go and do modeling. Acting is not your field.
Wow.
Yes, I was hurt, I cried, but, I didn't really give up on what he said because I know what I have in me and I don't force it. So you hardly find me I don't force it. Once in a while, when the right director or producer come my way, I work. I think last year I was on set I did a project. No, 2 years. Oh, we're in 2023. So yeah, 2 years ago, I was on a set, did a production, and I got an amazing feedback just last year. And the people are ready to work with me again. I haven't given up on acting. It's just that the dynamics are,
They're
different now. So
changing.
yeah, so I'm enjoying the corporate world. There's money as well. So
But what actually drove you into acting in the first place?
I've always wanted to be on TV growing up. Anytime I watched Thursday theater, in our time it was Thursday theater.
Oh,
So once it's time, on Thursday evening, 8 o'clock, everybody's running to go and watch Thursday theater.
okay.
And I watched the people, I'm like, I can do this. Even during news, we always said watch the news after then, Thursday theater will come. And I watched the news anchor and I'm like, I can do this. I want to do this. I just wanted to be on TV because my soul enjoys crowd. When I see crowd, I'm
You're
excited.
excited.
Exactly. And so I knew from, early stage that I was going to be an actress. It's just that it didn't favor me well because of where I found myself.
So, what was your first gig in acting?
I think that it was a TV series, a Fiera TV series, which gave me
Oh,
the mileage.
Ifira.
Yes, a
Okay.
Fiera just turned 22 years,
Wow.
and I appeared on a Fiera 21 years ago.
Oh,
Yes, so yeah, I appeared on a Fiera 21 years ago.
amazing.
Yes, so
Wow.
um yes, I mean, I met the director at my mom's shop, and he was like, "Oh, you're so beautiful." He actually told my mom, like in tree, "Ubana no hwe fem, din betwe sini," just like that, and he had just
Oh,
started a Fiera. So that's how I started. So Mr. Kofiando is the one that introduced me, and I was loving it.
I
Yeah.
think Ifira has brought a lot of stars.
Yes, a lot. I mean, it's a big family. I can't even remember some of the names. It's a huge family and we love it. It was fun back then. Things have changed, but yeah, we've had our time.
Mm. That's a beautiful one. But growing up, how was it for you?
I didn't have an amazing childhood. I didn't live with my parents. I lived with my grandmom because I lost my parents. I lost my mom earlier. And my grandmama has been my mom, my dad, my everything.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a grandmom's baby.
Yeah.
I didn't have an amazing childhood. I hardly talk about it, honestly. A lot of people don't even know how my growing up was like. But I think it's always good to talk about it. There are some traumas that you grow up with, and if you don't talk about it, other people may not know. And
True.
so sometimes people will say that, oh, silence is golden, but it's not always golden. There are things you need to share for other people to learn or pick
That's
a
true.
cue from that. If you had this kind of childhood and you don't grow out of it, it may affect you. So yeah, I didn't have an amazing childhood. It wasn't good. I was
How was
born
it?
I was
Well,
born in I was born in a village called Puasi Cement, and it's in Oti region now. I usually mention Puasi Cement Lagata, and people don't know what the Puasi
yes,
Cement
I
is.
haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's my town.
Where is it?
It's in Oti region.
Oh,
Yes. So that's
Oti
where I was
region.
born at. Growing up over there wasn't fun at all. But I mean, when
How
you're
was
there,
life there? How was
it's
life there?
tough. I mean, it's just like, I mean, I see kids on the street and it takes me back, not as kids begging on the streets, but kids selling. I've sold everything in my life. I've sold
Wow.
everything. I mean, you mentioned it. I've sold everything. I was living with my grandma. So at age 6, even 5, 6, I could cook, I could do everything. We walk miles to go and get water to drink. We go to the farm. I carry oranges, mangoes. I didn't have an amazing childhood, trust me. And until my auntie came for me, and brought me to Accra. Then things change a little, but those trauma, always come back to you. Like, I wish it didn't happen like that. I have scars, sometimes I wish I don't have scars, but of course, I mean, they take me back home.
Intelligent.
Anytime I look at them, I'm like, I'm a survivor. I've been through everything and anything, and I'm here. Even in Accra, I had my own fair share.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So moving to Accra, how was the experience? Did you come to Accra to study?
Well, I came to, of course, my auntie, I was still very young. So, I mean, when she brought me, they gave me their best, but I'm a very fast learner. I could just look at you do something, the next minute you find me doing the same thing
Wow.
or even doing it better. And so, everybody that came around at the time would tell my mom that your girl is very smart. And my dad was like, you're too smart. I was coming from the village and I was teaching my cousins here, so they're like, coming from the village with your level of, it's amazing. So yes, they helped me through the process, learn, becoming a better person or achieving my dreams. I'm happy at the end of the day. But it's
Amazing.
always good that you look back, and that's the beauty of the whole story.
What was your education like?
Well, okay, so I usually, again, I think the last time I had an interview, I mentioned that I'm a self-taught. I've learned everything by myself.
Are
So
you
I don't, I'm
serious?
serious. This is the second platform I'm sharing this. Yes,
Wow.
I'm self-taught. I think that few days ago I saw a video. I've been following the turn in America in the educational system, how now they are trying to focus on technical aspects of education than just the theory. You go to the classroom, they put things in your head, and you grow with those things that they put in your head. You're not able to think out of the box to do things, and they're changing the system. So,
Yeah.
what profit does it give you if you go to the university for 4 years? And if you have a technical knowledge of how to do something, or if you learn a trade, you could make a lot out of that. And if you teach a lot,
Yeah.
then if you're not going to become a lawyer, becoming a doctor, I don't think you should waste 4 years in the university.
That's true.
And amazingly, I saw a video of an American just last night, saying the same thing. I'm like, oh, I think I'm a genius. I thought about this
You are.
years
You are
ago.
self-taught.
Yes, I am self-taught. I Not to say everyone needs a formal education. Of course, you need to be able to express yourself. I work to companies, I pitch for contract and all of that. If I don't have a basic education, I won't be able to do that. I just don't want to talk about educational aspects because everybody expects every successful person
To
to
go
go to the
attain some
university.
level.
Exactly. And they want to judge you based on the educational background that you have. And for that reason, I have said to myself that if I go for an interview and I'm asked about my educational background, I'm not talking about it. Everybody should be free to be able to think out of the box and become somebody, not
That's
necessarily
true.
pushing to go through to university. You finish. I know a lot of university students today who are selling kinky, who are assuming that they realize they could sell kinky and make money earlier than going to waste all the
Yes,
years in
all
the
the
university.
money. You could have invested it in kinky business and
Exactly.
just
So
make a lot of money there.
for me, I think that if I have the opportunity to interview people, I won't even ask them about their educational background. I want to know the extraordinary things they did to become what they are for me to help that person on my show or sitting next to me. Those are the most important thing that we should tap on. You can have all the degrees in the world, but you may not have what I have. I go to places, I meet people who have PhD, masters, 4, 3, but at the end of the day, I'm probably doing better than them.
What's your memorable childhood experience?
Memorable. Oh gosh, my
I know
grandma.
you said you didn't have a pleasant childhood, but definitely there is something that actually is memorable
I
in your
I do
childhood.
with my grandma. I mean, she used to carry me even when I was 7 years at her back. Yes, she would
Seven
trap
years
me.
old.
Yes, yes, 7 years old.
Then you are pampered.
Yes,
Please,
I
you are
mean, I
pampered.
mean, my grandma. I lost my mom very early, so I was everything to my grandma. I'm an only child, so I was everything to her. So people would be like, "She's too old for you to be carrying her,"
What about
but I
your
was
dad?
enjoying it. My dad. I lost my dad in 2000. No, in 1999. I lost my dad in 1999, but my dad and I never had any bond.
Oh,
Yes, so I mean, if my dad is standing here, I won't know that's my dad. Unless the
okay.
pictures that I have now, then I'll say, okay, yeah,
That's
okay,
my
that's
dad.
him. Yeah, so I mean, it's just my grandma and then my auntie. Then I had a new family when she brought me because she has kids, my sisters, I have only one sister, and then my cousins have a lot of male friends. And then my cousins are the reason why I have a lot of male friends because they are more of male. I have only one sister.
Okay, but when you decided to move into acting in that time of your life, how was the acceptance like?
Um, I was again lucky. I went to Gamma Films those times. I don't know if your viewers will know what a Gamma film was back in the days at TV3 to watch a film. And I saw an auditioning, poster. So I picked the number. Those times it was difficult to, for a young girl to own a mobile phone. Talking about 23 years ago. I mean, no. So I picked the number, I called, and then I was asked to come for an auditioning for a drama group, which is called Nyankunton Drama Group.
Oh, I know
Yes,
them.
yeah, Nyankunton. I was in Nyankunton. Nyankunton trained me. They gave me the IQ I have now.
Wow.
Yes. So I went for the auditioning. Luckily, I met Fred Amugi, a lot of the old faces that were doing Thursday theater that I was watching and enjoying. So, yeah, and then I was lucky. I met my mom's mate, Mona Lisa Lochu.
Oh,
And then when she asked me your name, I mentioned your mother's name. I mentioned like that's my mate. I was like, oh, so again, I was lucky. So
wow.
I was, given the chance to join Yankunton Drama Group. So I joined Yankunton. So I started from stage.
Oh,
Yes. So I joined Yankunton, and look, drama is underrated in Ghana. Drama gives you a level of IQ that you can't even get in a classroom. You become smart, you think quick. Like Nyankunton actually trained me.
wow.
Yes.
Wow. But going into acting, what has been some of the challenges you notice?
The challenges are always, I mean, I did mention one earlier. I didn't have the
The body
body.
type.
Exactly. I'm skinny. Everyone knows I'm skinny. And so it was, a little bit of challenge. And then I'm dark skin.
But I
And
think being skinny gives you the opportunity to act many different roles, rather.
no, I mean, I'm a mother of three, but if you give me a role of a mother of three, lots of Ghanaians won't enjoy me being a mother, but I'm a mother of three.
Yes, so it gives
Because
you
I'm skinny,
the chance to act like a child and all that.
yes. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't get those roles, then you don't get to act in a movie or you don't get a
Oh,
script. So
okay.
that's another challenge. The skin color was another challenge back in the days. They were mostly light skin girls,
Fair
fair, yeah.
girls.
So if you're dark skin, the producers or the marketers will tell you that they are not able to sell, you're not marketable. Yeah, all these things we've been through. Marketable, you need a light skin, you need something, So
Bright.
I think those things are the reason why the industry at the point came down because they were not looking at talent, they were looking at features of
Fair.
women. And those
Mm-mm.
things, I mean, I'm a marketer, I know sex sells, but if you don't balance it well, it will drop off.
So, do you
So the
think that's
challenges
also
are
one of the major reasons why most young people that want to go into the industry want to bleach or lighten their skin?
well, it's a factor. I think not just the industry. In our society, people find light skinned people more beautiful than than dark skin. And so it's encouraging a lot of the youth to, lighten up their skin. And some will even attribute it to acne or toning. The minute you start toning, the skin will start peeling off. And I meet people who, I can't believe you still maintain your skin. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
I love my skin. I struggled with acne, but it didn't change. Anytime I see that the product I'm using is, changing my
and you
face,
stop.
I stop.
Did you ever get the opportunity to travel out to act there? Because a lot of people seek the opportunity elsewhere
Yeah.
when the industry wasn't favoring them. You never thought of moving to do acting
For
anywhere?
me, I think my acting came to a halt around 2010 when I met my kid's father. And
Oh,
that was, my peak. Because at the time, I was doing a couple of series on TV. I had done movies. I had done about 10 movies at the time. It was around my peak time I met my kid's dad. So I stopped.
oh,
I'm sure that if not for that, I would have, seek for a better, opportunity elsewhere. But because of that, it ended,
love
somehow.
grabbed you.
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
What is next for Kekeli?
Um,
And especially you being in brands now.
For brands, I'm doing a lot. I mean, I was sitting in the car, I was having a talk with one of the companies I work with. I have learned not to, put out plans. Yeah, you can plan that when I wake up tomorrow, I'm doing this, but planning for the year, COVID has taught me, to just live by the day,
That's true.
but you plan in your head, but you live by the day. So the plans we have, yes, they are always in our head, but just living by the day and asking that the universe will favor us so that all the plans we have will come true. I can come and tell you all the plans I have for the year, but something will happen, maybe another COVID or
And to
something, and then
change.
yes. But I believe that every young person has plans of becoming a better person, and that's the most important thing, having the plans of becoming a better person or a better version of who you are today.
So you have to give us a take on our question of the day. That is, what is the first thing one should do when they are faced with a challenge?
Interesting. The thing about life is, when you're faced with a challenge, you hardly even know. But if you're able to realize that you have a challenge, that's a good thing. Then you have to calm down, weigh the challenge that you have, and then you can see how to handle them.
Okay.
You don't jump into facing it, but people have ways of dealing with challenges. Your way of dealing with challenge may be different from mine. I can tell you that if you're faced with a challenge, do this, put the pillow down, wash your face, do this. It may not work for you.
That's true.
So you have to know who you are. But the good thing is realizing that you have a challenge, calming down to weigh the challenge, and then you use your own approach that will help you best.
Wow. How would you describe yourself in 5 words?
5 words. I think I am a phenomenal person. I'm a dynamite. Um, I do the impossible. I just don't have limit, and I would want to leave this with every young person. There's no limit to anybody's life. You can
That's
achieve
true.
everything and anything once you tune your mind towards it. Nothing is impossible, especially being a woman. Women, we are so powerful. If we are able to identify our power, trust me, we already run the world. We need to realize it. We are so powerful. We run everything. A woman is able to turn things around than a man cannot. And that's why, and we are stronger than men. So I don't believe in men are the stronger vessel. No, women are the stronger vessel. Men are special. They are men. We can't be men. That I don't also buy into the arguments of we can do better than men and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't buy into that argument. Men are men. But I believe that we are the stronger vessels.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. And yes, I know today you've taken home something. Don't ever feel limited, especially women. We can never be limited, as our guest said. Indeed, she is a phenomenal woman. She is a wonder woman. She is a superwoman because the journey has been quite amazing. My name is Margaret Baden, and my costume today was by Ruba Kells. If you want her to get you anything, your wedding, your party, just contact Ruba Kells on IG and she will hook you on with anything. This has been the Ladies in Media show. And when we say Ladies in Media, we say
We
we
are
are taking
taking over.
over. See you.